Hey, thank you for being here. We are making money online, and we have a great video for you in store today. We're going to be talking about ways where you can make money online in 2023. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Our first slide, and I'm going to full screen this for you. Now, this is development of new skills and expertise in high demand areas such as digital marketing, e-commerce, and software development. So what this means is you're going to want to look at what you have now as far as your skill, your dexterity, your abilities to make money online, and see if you can develop new ways to achieve greater reach. A lot of it with the digital e-commerce, the marketing side, things of that nature, because that can do you a lot of good in 2023. As we know of things such as ChatGPT, the digital age, there's a lot of opportunities out there. We talk about affiliate marketing, drop shipping, email list, social media such as Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. There's all these different revenues that are out there that are going to need different sorts of marketing experts to get in there, figure out the algorithm a little bit, be able to jumpstart, make some noise for their client or their channel, such as this. These tactics are out there, but they're going to take a little bit of digging and a little bit of work on your end. So your first step should be developing a new set of skills if you don't already have them. And if you do have some, to sharpen them up so that you can go out there and compete and not be outcompeted by a computer. Maybe learn how to use and properly code the computer. Then you have an opportunity to really get out there and make some noise and do a difference. So let's go ahead and go into our second slide, and we are going to full screen this one for you. Now, this one is diversification of income streams through multiple online ventures. This is something that's near and dear to my heart. I'm very big on multiple streams of income. There's a saying, one is none and two is one when it comes to different forms of income. For me, take me for example, granted, I'm not making the income I would like to yet. I am being able to hold the fort because I have a few things going for me, whether that's monetized YouTube income, and income at my day job, income at a backup job, and income in a form of courses and just side hustles I do on the side that help people with the skill sets I've developed over the years, whether that's giving music lessons or treating people through holistic care. I am a yoga instructor and massage therapist. So there's a lot of different ways where I can make income with my own two hands. There's ways I can make income with my mind. There's ways I can make income with my day job, and there's ways I can make income with my side hobbies. So when it comes to making money online, see what you're good at, see what you're trained in, see what you can further your skill in, and try to max out that first. Don't try to put too much money into something that you don't really know unless there's a complete blueprint for it and you are committed to the journey, because initially you probably won't be making that much money. But if you have a skill set in a specific area, see if you can max that out first. That would be my first step, of course. Figure out what you can do well, and use that as far as you can write it until you're ready to move on to the next step. Then see if you can push that a little bit further. If you don't have a plan or a mentor who can help you out with that, seek someone out who has done what you are doing before so that they can save you a lot of time and energy, because they've probably made a lot of mistakes that you can learn from, and they can also advise you on which steps to go first. If you are going to get a mentor or get in a group, though, I suggest that you try to make sure you bring some value to the group, whether it's just curiosity, asking good questions, being responsive, or maybe you have a skill set that they can utilize and learn from you from. But try to bring some value, and you'll be surprised how many people will open you with welcome arms. Let's move into our next slide. And we're going to full screen this one for you. Expansion of personal brand and online presence to reach a wider audience. Now, this is great. Ideally, you want to make sure that you focus on your audience at the core of your niche. Now, what I mean by this is I spent a lot of time last month studying, and I spent, I don't want to say hundreds of hours, maybe hundreds of minutes, but maybe upwards of maybe even hundreds of hours at this point. Last month, I was studying patterns and pattern after pattern after pattern of smaller channels that would pop off. A video would go viral, or on Instagram, a reel would go viral. And I would look into why that took off and what they were doing after. Now, some people were smart enough to expand to their niche audience and continue doing the same thing, similar tactics, but in a slightly different style. They're able to replicate that to some degree. Maybe they had something that popped off 1 million views where they normally average 5,000 views. Well, they were able to replicate that enough to get probably about 500,000 views on the next one or whatnot, which is still good. After that, though, you're going to want to continue to expand to the wider audience. You're going to be getting more eyeballs, and also you're going to want to make sure that you're keeping true to your core. So it's a little tricky, but you are going to want to branch into that new audience, kind of see what they want, expand a little bit more into those wider areas. One way you can do that is staying true to what you are doing, but discuss topics that would be also relevant for wider areas, still keeping true to what you're doing. For example, if I'm a yoga channel and I want to talk a little bit about politics, you can maybe have a video on how yoga can influence the stress of politics, something of that nature. So let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. I know we're kind of getting stuck on some of these because they're really, really good tips. So here's slide number 3. And excuse me, this is going to be slide number 4. Increase focus on automation and systems to scale and optimize online businesses. Okay, I'm going to try to go quickly on this one, but this is actually very important. This is where you're going to take advantage of the things like ChatGPT and all the AI opportunities at your fingertips now and use them to develop systems to help speed up the process, optimize your time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. I tell this to people all the time. They're like, how do you get so much done on the digital side? And I tell them, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. I watch my daughter fight for my attention. So I value my time extremely highly because I believe my time needs to go to my daughter. That said, if I can utilize the ideas of these new tech opportunities to optimize and build systems, I can get more done. So take advantage of those, and that will help you steamroll the process and also will help you to prevent burnout. We are going to go ahead and full screen this one again. Move on to our final slide right now. And this one is continual learning and adaptation to stay ahead of industry trends and changes in technology. This couldn't be more true. There's always going to be new things coming up, new trends, new tech. If you are staying on top of the new changes, you're going to be fine. I had a friend who's, he was my friend too, but my coworker's husband had gotten his degree in computer science in 1990 and then touched a computer for about 15 years. And his degree pretty much left him behind. It was a problem. I never wanted to be in a situation like that personally. No disrespect to him. He's a great man. That said, you want to make sure you're staying on top of the changes and the trend changes. Not only will it keep you young, it will keep you youthful and creative and playful with your expertise, which is something that's important, but it will also help you to be successful in your business. So hopefully you've liked that. This was a lot of fun talking to you about some of these tips and goals. We will certainly see you on the next video. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Be well.